Nelson.
About time, too.
And now it's time for the tale of the Tiziano.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the ring.
All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the walking.
It's a privilege and an honor to be here. I feel so lucky to be sat here talking about something I love.
Marciano with one of the best right hands in boxing history. If he catches you flush, it's good night. He threw a punch and just got countered. Just missing with the right uppercut. They exchange punches. How about that time counter shot? They both want a knockout, you can tell. One of the hottest tickets around. It's standing only for this, our main event.
This is not just hype. We are...
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just...
Counter shot. Straight right just misses. Well done with that counter shot. Only catching air with that hook. He threw the hook, didn't land. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Tarver in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace...
Here we go for round 2. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Punch, counter punch. Good counter punching. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
They have got great ring IQ. Counterpunches are the...
I got to stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. Tarver's been rocked. And Antonio Tarver crushes to the canvas. It looked great live. How will it look again on slow motion replay?
I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And you continue.
Can't believe they managed to beat the count, but that could be the last hurrah.
Hard, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up from the stool again? That was a shot.
No rest for the weary. Neck percentages have to be off the charts. So we enter the final 10 seconds. Hold it right there. Tarver in some serious trouble. Let's talk about Tarver in that last round. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet.
I love the response, though.
There's the bell for round 3. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff it.
Second here, Johnny. Oh, that one caught Tarver clean, and he might go down. No, we don't see a knockdown.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Tarver's been rocked. Tarver crushes to the canvas. How about that technique on that headshot? Let's see it again and appreciate it more.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
So it's onward and upward after a knockout win here.
A knockout victory? That's not a knockout victory. That is somebody saying, I'm here, I've arrived. Try that again, it will happen all over again.
Yeah, look at that. All the belts, mighty.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is go time. My name is Todd Grisham. Here comes Prince Jr. And watch out for this guy's hand. Sugar Ray Robinson, one of the most skilled boxers to ever lace up the gloves and duck.
This bout.
All the talking has been done. The time has finally arrived. These two men have been jawing at each other for months. The talking is finally over. Now it's time to fight. And that jab just missed with the left hand. Oh, Ahmed! Now in serious trouble. That was the moment.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
That counter shot lands. And Ahmed just got rocked. didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What did they do? What did they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Both of these fighters have had their moments. Whoa, wait a minute! Hamed now! Oh no, is he going to go down? And Hamed to the canvas! I think that will look even more dramatic in slow motion.
That's lights out right there.
Can't believe they managed to beat the count, but that could be the last hurrah.
He's got to waste time. Get step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to paw you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it. Because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you down again.
So we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. In that last round, you've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown is going to be. We just saw
can make or break a fighter.
Here we go, round two. Who's going to land the first big shot? His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
Land that jab. That jab doesn't score. The crowd here cannot wait. They've been buzzing all. We're about to get it on.
This is not just hype. We are in for something special tonight. What an arena, what an atmosphere.
Great stuff.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Straight right just misses. Their hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Good counter punch. That, and you're going down.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
Talk about Robinson in that last round. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just witnessed. There's the bell to start round three. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full bound because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very surprised.
Perfect counter shot. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. They exchange punches. Has to be careful for that receipt punch. A receipt is coming right back. Nice counter. Missing with the left hook. be careful. Hold that thought. And Adam Hamed has been dazed. Looks like trouble was averted.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
There's a counter shot. How about that time counter shot? A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. In that last round. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round? Back at it in round 4. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Punch, counter punch. Well done with that counter shot. So much firepower here. Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? Oh, Adam Hamed now. This is not where he wants to be. How are they still standing?
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Beautiful counter shot. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Blocks that left hook. Back now. Oh no, is he going to go down? How is this fight still continuing?
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Missing with that jab. Nice counter punch right up the middle. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 to go. Let's talk about Hamed in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
You'd let him back into the fight. You're much better.
Great round, great round. Now relax, relax. Getting your time.
Back into the fray here in round 5. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
And Hamed just got rocked. A much better game plan here.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed back on it. Like it never happened.
Has to be careful for that receipt. The referee calls time, and we'll look at the cut.
Are you all right?
So the referee says fight on. And he scores with the counter. Just missing with the uppercut. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. Their vision is being impaired, no doubt about it, but is the referee going to stop it here?
Are you all right?
So the referee took a look and decides, let's keep going. Let's talk about Hamed in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards, going to need a knockout.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Good work, that's it. Now breathe, breathe. Just get your breath back. Just stay focused.
And there's the bell to start round 6. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighters.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They're going to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick burst, boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Beautiful counter punch. Those counter punches have to hurt. That counter punch caught him clean. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. When are we going to see a jab from these two? They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Nice counter shot. In that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round. Here we go. It's round 7. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round. Everything worked.
How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through?
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Having a hard time finding a home with that right uppercut. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
These two were made for each other. Nice counter shot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Nice slip to avoid the jab. The perfect counter lands. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Hamed in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to turn the tables in this next round. There's the bell to start round 8. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Unlucky to miss with that jab. Here we go with the lightweights. Get ready to see some blazing hand speed and fancy footwork.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, Johnny, how do you rate the performance after this stoppage win?
Just like another like TKO. It's Teddy Pendergrass all over. TKO is spot on.
What a lovely afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, as we get set to rumble here at Empire Fight Camp. My name's Todd Grisham. Alongside me, English fighting legend Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend? There was
Amir Khan, one of the Sugar Ray Robinson. Many consider him to be the greatest fighter in the history of this sport, inducted into the International Hall of
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Bolton, England, here.
How will these two fighters handle the outdoors? We're fighting under the sun here for this an all-action slugfest. That's another scoring shot. Hit him with a left jab. Beautiful counter shot. is a sunny and hot day, and no, we're not inside. No air conditioning or air con, as they say in the UK.
If you are on the losing side of this fight, Todd, and the heat is on, it's the worst place to be, so you've got to make sure you've prepped right for this. And right now, I'm looking to fight that doesn't look like they're prepped right.